All right, let's set this up. Let's share it out to Discord. Q&A and more. All right, we're sharing that. Let's see. I don't think we need to do anything with that. We'll get started here in just a couple minutes. Is the audio working okay? Not sure. I haven't done this live setup before, so not 100% sure on the setup. Hey, Dominic has the wrist. Audio sounds great. It's not my wrist. I would say it's more my elbow. My elbow has been suffering. I have a little bit of like tennis elbow, and on some of the putts, like just when I extend that putting arm, it's rough. Let me move this window around so it doesn't look quite like I'm looking off into the abyss when I read chat. I think this will work better. Greetings from Hungary. Heck yeah. That's awesome. I love me some football. And so now I have to know, just while I'm sitting here, is Hungary in Euro 2024? They are. You guys play Switzerland in your first match. Nice. Good luck against Switzerland. How we doing, Edgar or Edgars? All right, super random live stream today. I will say we're trying to do more live content, not just on YouTube, but on our Instagram as well. So hopefully over the summer months, you'll start to see that popping up a little more often. We're going to do unboxings, Q&As, might even do like a live podcast type thing. If you watch this week's podcast with Caleb and I, where we're talking about the tech disc, that is sort of a new thing. We're in a new setup. I moved my office. Used to be in the basement, trying something different. I can see clouds outside. It's a new thing for me. So we'll hopefully be trying out just some new types of content. We want to branch out and experiment a little bit, but I also feel really strongly about like keeping it our identity in the way that we do disc golf content. So if you're worried that we're going to be like clickbaiting, hot takes or something, that's really not our cup of tea. So I certainly have opinions on everybody else, but I'm not interested in just trying to like bait people into watching it. So that's just my 2 cents. But hey, while we're here right now, we're going to do some unboxing. I got my scissors. I got a big old box of discs ready to go. And I'm also happy to answer any questions that you all have about whatever disc golf stuff. Let's just talk about disc golf, and then maybe I'll show you a sneak peek of some upcoming stuff that is sitting on my desk here. Woohoo! Dominic says, speaking of global sports, USA Cricket pulled off an unreal upset in the T20 against Pakistan. Is that right? I think I saw that on the news feed. Yeah, you won't believe what this new disc did for my game. Nothing. I'm still bad. Oh man. That's just how it is, right? So I got 2 big boxes here. They taped them together. So we might as well just get started in on one of these and just hang out and talk disc golf stuff. I am well aware that the timing of this is probably more convenient for our European fans. So shout out to you, European fans. I was going over our analytics as I do, I don't know, every couple of weeks. 73% of our viewers are in the US, which means 27% aren't, which is kind of crazy, especially since like we don't ship products outside the US except for like, I don't want to say like special circumstances, but like I can't afford to offer free shipping when it costs like $40 to ship one thing overseas. So, it is what it is. So sad to see Discmania taped to Latitude 64. Well, okay. I hear you. I hear you. Um, there are some benefits to dealers. I don't think that those benefits extend to really anybody else, but I can save on shipping because I can order 5 brands from the same place, and so they all just come together. But there are also trade-offs, like some of the ways that that House of Discs, and this predates House of Discs, but some of the ways that Dynamic would distribute their discs mean that if you're not a brick and mortar retail store, you're at a little bit of a disadvantage. You miss out on some releases because of their buyback program. So for some of those brick and mortar retailers, they buy a bunch of stuff, they get it in store, they have it on the shelf, it looks great. But then if it doesn't sell over after like a certain amount of time, they can give it back to Dynamic and get credit for like toward new releases or whatever. And so they get to order new releases a day earlier than the rest of us. And essentially that means like when there's a sweet new disc that comes out, it's sold out before I ever get a chance to order it. So that kind of sucks sometimes, but what can you do? So let me answer this other question. What are your 3 favorite discs in your bag? Um, three favorite discs in my bag. Um, so I mean, my favorite disc, kind of period, is my yarn, Castoplast yarn. It's like that approach disc that I searched for forever and just couldn't find. The zone didn't work, the tactic didn't work for me, and the yarn did. So love the yarn. Excited to have it. Big fan. Um, let's see. What else would I pick in my top 3? I'm really liking my Z Die Buzz SS at the moment. I don't know why. Don't know why. Just kind of into it at the moment. And then it has to be my Raptor. My backhand is just not been still hasn't been consistent. Like I had elbow issues a lot last year, and it's still kind of sometimes bothering me quite a bit. So I find myself I'm trying to convince myself that I'm just a forehand player. And maybe if I can convince myself of that, then I will just remember to throw forehands off the tee. Um, I seem to like forget sometimes. I'll just be mid round and be like, oh, I want to just like rip a backhand and see how it goes. But I don't know. By the way, sorry if anybody doesn't like cardboard tape ASMR. But this is the world we live in. Most underrated disc in my bag is probably like the disc that I should be throwing all the time and I'm not, and it's probably like a more understable fairway driver or something like that. Let's get this crap out of here. All right, let's see what's first up in our box. Ooh, these are this is Castoplast's new blank white dye stuff. DIY. Do it yourself. So we finally got a hold of some of these. This is a Svea or a Jota. Or it's not. Oh, yeah, it's a Svea. Unless there's somebody with better pronunciation here than me. Let me know. This is definitely K1 soft. Super gummy. So those are cool. I kind of forgot that I ordered those, to be completely honest. So that's exciting. Ooh, and then a bunch of people said after a recent video that we needed to have the Saint, but we didn't. Oops. So we got some. We got some Saints in, I think, a couple different colors. We got a couple white ones here. Did we get any other ones? I don't see any yet, but they might be in the other box as well, which I'm really trying not to like drop on the floor at the moment. We'll see. What's up with the box sale giveaway? So this is just stuff that's going to be in our inventory as of like probably early next week. So it's just a big old shipment of stuff. And then it's just an excuse for me to remind you to get in the giveaway. It doesn't matter if you're in the US or anywhere else. We will, if you win the giveaway, we're going to ship you a mystery box. You pick a 3-disc mystery box from our website and we'll send it to you wherever you are. I'm down. So that's sixsideddiscs.com/10K putts, 10K putts. Link should be in the description, or just go to our website, sixsideddiscs.com, and it's on the little menu bar. What you're doing with that giveaway is you're guessing how I'm going to finish our 10,000 putts. And maybe one of your other questions that you haven't asked yet is, Greg, are you done with 10,000 putts? And the answer is no. Not quite. Actually, there's still a little chalk on my hand from like 15 minutes ago when I was putting. And I have to say, today has been the worst day for putting because it is so windy. It's an absolute disaster. So it was not going well. And I expect it to not go well again when I go out later. So, yeah. So you're guessing my putting percentage. We were going to do one giveaway winner, but we've had so many entries. We're going to do 3. And we're just really excited and kind of blown away that our channel has continued to grow at the pace that it has. We're up to 10,000 subscribers as of just a couple days ago. And the special is coming out Thursday, a week from yesterday, June 13th, I believe that is. And that'll be at 11 a.m. Eastern. What's that? 1600 GMT if you're in Europe or something like that. So there you go. Let me scroll up. I think I missed a chat. DC US 55 says, any advice for a disc golfer that needs an ankle tendon repaired? I had an ankle tendon repaired, actually. Or no, not a tendon. I tore a ligament. I'll be honest, I'm not a doctor. I don't know the difference between the two. I think they serve similar purposes. So I had arthroscopic surgery on my ankle. They like went in 3 different places to figure out what was wrong with my ankle, found that the ligament was torn, which is what they thought. And then they did like a repair where they had to like carve out a bit of bone where they could like secure part of the ligament too or something. And ultimately, like that's why I can play disc golf now, despite other issues like with elbow and stuff. But I would say like it'll take a little while to get over that like for me it's not a physical thing. Like the repair works and it works great and I don't roll my ankle anymore, and when I try to, I can like feel the repair doing what it's supposed to do. It doesn't feel good, but it works. And the it's more of like a mental thing. So I'm very like mentally aware and probably sometimes too focused on like my footing and where am I going to plant my foot and am I going to hurt my ankle. So that's much harder to get over than the actual physical side of it, in my opinion. So do your physical therapy, take care of yourself, and then check out a Discmania PD2. So we got the new S-Line PD2s. We got a bunch of different colors. We got some nice orange. These are, of course, going to be beefy boys. Boy, do they feel good in a forehand grip, though. Teal as well. These are probably all max weight. I do like the new S-Line plastic. It feels pretty good. So I'm down with those. Those are nice. What else we got? I'm always buying a bunch of different stuff because we have a bunch of different mystery boxes. And so one of the things that we like to put in our beginner boxes are things like this, which is like a Discmania Active Base Plastic Genius, a nice, like inexpensive, understable, beginner friendly disc for somebody who's like brand new at disc golf. It doesn't even have a weight on it. Like keep it simple. Hopefully throw further than you could with, random thing you bought at a gas station or something like that. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't plan this part of the unboxing well. I need somewhere to put these discs. Maybe I'll try and stick them under there. Greg had that ankle surgery done. He still hey Emily, my wife's in the chat. Hi, everyone say hi. I was like, who knows about that I won't roller skate? No, I don't. Why would I do that? I was putting in the backyard earlier up in Cleveland. Yes, it's windy. Yeah, it's so windy today. It's crazy. Crazy. All right, moving on. We got some Discmania, very domey. Look at that. Active Premium Astronauts. Can we get a... Nope. Oh, there it is. There you go. Little pop top. Super dummy. These should be super understable. Roller disc kind of deal. Nice. And then we got these are first run Supreme EMAC Truth. So one of the things that I learned recently is that the Supreme discs, because it's like a totally new manufacturing process for Trilogy, they actually have to remake the molds. So this might not be exactly like EMAC Truth that you've thrown before. Might be more overstable, might be less. I don't know because we haven't thrown them yet. Might be something that we should maybe check out in a video of some kind. I don't know. But the Supreme plastic looks awesome. Swirly, shiny. And then we got a couple different colors. We got some sweet, like swirly purples. Like those a lot. Those are cool. So I don't know. Any of you thrown the Supreme plastic? What do you think of it? Do you like it? Let me know. Oh, there's another one. All right. And then, okay, I don't know anything about. Well, I know a little bit. We got the Supreme Prototype Fugitive. So like beefy mid-range, I'm assuming. Maybe like between a Justice. It kind of looks a little bit like a Justice, but like it's definitely a different shape. It's like deeper. A little deeper than a Justice. I don't know. What do you think? Definitely got a bead as well. Huh. Cool. This is another one. I don't know. Like maybe I'm just like really into overstable mid ranges and approaches, but we've done so many videos on them recently. The Neon, the Tempo. Everybody's got to have one. Everybody's got to sell one. But I'll probably take a break from, or maybe like if I'm going to do another video about it, maybe I should do a comparison and not just another one. So we got some more Trilogy mid ranges. We got the Gatekeeper, some VIP plastic, nice shiny stamps. I hear a lot of people like the Gatekeeper. It doesn't seem like way different than an EMAC Truth, or maybe it's just like an overstable Truth. So those are cool. Supreme Escape quickly become a favorite disc. Yeah, if you saw our video on Trilogy plastic comparisons, that Supreme Escape was so much more understable than most other ones. So that was pretty wild. There's another DIY Castoplast. And then we got the Tursus. Anybody throw the Tursus? Like slightly understable mid-range. A little bit of dome. Those are nice. Is Tursus just like a Finnish word for octopus or something? Is that how that goes? I don't know. I don't know. All right. And then the other stuff that's in here, this stuff doesn't normally end up on the website because we haven't figured out like a good cost-effective way to ship it, but hats. If you're local to like Central Ohio, we're going to be out at some tournaments early next month. We'll be at Caesar Ford. We're going to be at Idlewild, LWS Open at Idlewild. So come see us there. And we will also be at the Brent Hambrick Memorial Pro event in Columbus for 3 days in early August, I think it is. So we'll have some cool stuff going on there. Maybe we'll still have some hats. All right. That's the first box. It's all cardboard left in there pretty much. Before we move on to the other box, keep throwing your questions in the chat. I'd love to answer them for you. Any questions you have for us, future content ideas, what do you think of stuff we've done so far? I want some feedback. I'm going to go up and read. DC said, yeah, I'm not sure if I put it off to the off season or just get it done. I think it would be a good thing to rehab in the off season because you're going to have some time in like a boot. So boots, I really hated the boot, like a lot. Still not happy about the boot. Wikipedia says Tursus is proto-Finnic for sea monster. Hey, there you go. There you go. Hey, Greg, played Eagle Ridge and Coshocton. I'd go back if I could rent a cart or scooter. Have you ever played a course with a cart? No, I haven't. And I also haven't played that course yet, but I've heard so much about it. The local scene, everybody talks about it. Everybody's made the like pilgrimage out there. There's actually supposed to be, I think, weather permitting, a hot air balloon festival there today or tomorrow. So we were actually talking about going to Coshocton today or tomorrow, but nothing for sure on that just yet. So good question. Dominic says prefer premium active to the new C line. That's probably an unpopular opinion if I had to guess, but that's hey, you know what? You like what you like. Um maybe that's from throwing a ton of Viking discs. Maybe. I would, yeah, because I think Viking discs, I don't know for sure, but I would not be at all surprised if they're made by Yikun because the plastic does feel the same. Yeah, you say it's the same factory. I believe you. We have we have done a few videos on Viking discs, but maybe not like super in-depth stuff. So, is the audio still good? I'm getting like some pop-up things about my USB not having enough power. Can everybody hear me okay? Hopefully, maybe. Audio sounds good. Sweet. Um, have mystery boxes, thank you all very much. Have the mystery boxes performed as we expected on the site? So, like, here's a good story time sort of situation. Let's roll the clock back. We started six-sided discs, or we really started like getting going on the idea of what it was and what we wanted it to be almost exactly 4 years ago. We launched our website with our first couple mystery boxes um like one disc. There was only one disc that we had in stock, like that you could just buy in September 1st, 2020. And the one disc that we had was the Cloudbreaker 2. So if you were around disc golf at that time and you remember what the Cloudbreaker 2 launch was like, it was like that for us too. Somehow our timing was perfect, and I got a dealer account with Discmania right before that disc came out. Got a hold of a minimum order, or I think they had limits actually. So like I could only order 32 or something like that. And so that's what I had. And so I basically just launched with, I think, maybe 3 or 4 mystery boxes in stock, or like different types of mystery boxes, and the Cloudbreaker 2. And we didn't know enough, I think, at that time about the disc golf market, about, just, I mean, I guess just the disc golf market to really know what to expect. But the demand for the Cloudbreaker 2 was so much that it crashed our website, and it took like an hour to get it working well enough to process the orders. And once it started working, they sold out in like a minute and a half. It was just instantaneous. But none of those people bought a mystery box. They just wanted a Cloudbreaker 2. Like, makes sense. I understand why. So, but I think over the years, the longer we've been around, our mystery box has gotten more popular. And we change them up a little bit every now and then. Sometimes we adjust the price because the stuff that we get in is less expensive or more expensive, depending on the box. Prices have gone up for a lot of different manufacturers. So we're always constantly adjusting. But our build a box is, I would say, the most popular by far. Our build a box is a form that you fill out and you describe like what kind of stuff you want in a mystery box. You're looking for overstable or understable, or you like these brands or not those brands. You have color preference or weight preference, or you do or don't want misprints, whatever. You can fill all that out. And then I go through our inventory and basically shop for you and pick out what I think will work for you based on that. It's a little time consuming, but that's just how it goes. So, um, let me start to crack open this next box here, and then we can talk more, answer more questions, whatever. There we go. I guess our in addition to the build a box, a lot of people like our new bulk boxes. So where if you just know what brand you like, maybe it's MVP sort of family of brands, or um, Discraft and DGA, or Innova and Infinite and Millennium or something. If you know you like stuff from them, you like their plastics, then you can order just a box of those and you'll get a whole bunch of them together. And it's always going to be, a discount essentially on the retail price of those discs because we can bundle them together. We offer free shipping on those mystery boxes as well. So that's kind of rolled into that price as well. So you can get, 6 or 9 Discraft discs mixed in with some DGA, kind of knowing you're going to find something you like in there. And you can also put in the order notes of the sort of stuff you're looking for. Those make good gifts too. They're pretty popular around the holidays. All right, here we go. So now we got a whole box of discs. Maybe right before I open this, I want to talk about a video, just super sneak peek, real quick. A video that's going to come out in 2 weeks. So next week is the 10,000 subscriber special, but the week after that, we have a cool video. 2 days ago, 3 days ago, Tuesday. This week has gone by crazy fast. 3 days ago on Tuesday, I interviewed one of the guys from Protolight. Have any of you heard of Protolight yet? You might know them for CNC machined discs. Is that ringing any bells? Yes, yes. So we got a hold of 3 of their discs, and I won't spoil too much of what the video is going to sort of end up being about, but these combined with the tech disc, I think there's a lot of the future of disc golf right here. Very interesting. I don't know what I was expecting to learn about Protoflight talking to them, but man, I was kind of blown away by the potential that technology offers. So hopefully that will be an interesting conversation, an interesting video in the near future. All right, we've got another Saint in that box to go with the white ones from earlier, gold plastic Saint, and basically everybody in the video where I talked about Undertakers, and let's be clear, every single video where we test and compare a whole bunch of different discs, the most common comments are, "Hey, how come you didn't test this one disc?" And like, I get it, but I only have so much room for discs. I can't have everything. But yeah, so we will check out the Saint and maybe we'll work it into a video as well. Here's some cool ones. We got Opto Ice Grand Slam. This was must be from last year. I think it may be discounted. Opto Ice Explorer. So these look super nice. Kristen Tatar or Tatar. I'm not sure on the pronunciation. I feel like there was a conversation about that recently. So those look super nice. They feel great. I've always liked the Explorer. Pretty nice disc. Dominic says CNC machine discs seem like the ultimate way to maintain consistency for weight, dome, etc. Yeah, for sure. I think that was the part that I found most interesting. The ability to reproduce, 25 identical discs. I think the appeal to that is probably going to be more toward like the advanced player who would benefit from the consistency, who would notice the consistency, versus like a casual player is like, are they going to care? I don't know, but I'm pretty impressed. Pretty impressed. More on that soon. We got some West Side Tournament bears. These reflective discs are super great on camera. Look at all my screens and pop cans. I do like the bear though. I think I have one in my bag right now. Like a nice purple ice orbit, something like that. We got some more astronauts hiding in this box. Those are cool. These are new. So these would be Moonshine Orbit, right? Something like that. I can't remember the exact terminology, but this is the Ricky Enforcer. And you got like color in the middle, glow on the outside. I don't know where my black light went, but they usually only glow on the outside. They look pretty cool though. I think if I'm not mistaken, the Enforcer is like a super overstable distance driver. Definitely feels like it. Good for forehand, super shallow. I like it. So those are neat. We got some active premium geniuses there for you, Dominic. And that plastic you like. Those are cool. I always like to it's probably the hardest part about shopping for discs is like I'm drawn to the same stuff that most people are, like cool stamps, stuff that fits a certain idea or whatever, a certain play style. But I always have to tell myself, like, okay, I need a little bit of everything. I want beginner friendly stuff because when we set up our pop up shops at tournaments, we have people come in off the street who just want, they just want to learn about how to play and they don't need, a glow orbit enforcer. Like it's just way more disc than they need to even dream about. Excuse me. I get a drink real quick. Same mold as the Viking Discs Cosmos. Nice. Ishi-san, CNC would take longer to produce each disc. Yes, it does. Yeah. Yep. I won't tell you exactly how much longer because then you won't have to watch my video in 2 weeks. So check out our channel in 2 weeks and you'll hear more. But this is the disc that I was probably most curious about from this order. This is the European Open fundraiser disc. The forged, what the heck is it called? I already forgot. I'm gonna check my email. Oh my gosh. Neo Forge Function. Okay, so Neo Forge is the plastic, Function is the disc. Supposed to be super understable, right? From what I understand, like a roller kind of disc. Kind of looks like a Domier Essence, maybe. Maybe this orange one will be easier to see. Let's try this one. What do we think? Looks domey. Looks like it might roll. I don't know. Will it roll for average humans like me? I don't know. Gannon used it as a roller in Portland. Nice. Neoforge is the same plastic they ran the Shadow Titan method in. Yeah, luster. It is kind of stiff. It's got a little bit of stiffness. Here's the question: is this being Neo? It must be Latitude manufactured kind of deal. But I guess they're all the same now. No offense, no disrespect, no shade thrown. But like, what blend is it? What blend is it really? All right, we got some more Castoplast DIY. These are, I know already, yarns. Love it. That's it, man. I'm telling you, that's my forehand all day, every day. It just fits. Love it. A couple of those. Oh yeah. Okay. All right. So I honestly, when I placed the order, didn't even know that this disc had come out. This is the jury. To go with the judge, makes sense. This is Dynamics new putter, and it's got a big old bead situation going on. And I don't know what is this shape? What other disc looks like this? It's like super flat. We got a big round, and then it's not like full on bead, but it's kind of got something going there. They don't feel too bad though, given that I've been putting a lot lately. I mean, here's what I'll say. Credit where credit's due. It doesn't immediately jump out at me as like a clone of another putter. I'm sure that it's similar to other stuff for sure. Like there's only so many shapes, but I don't know. It doesn't immediately scream like, "Hey, look, I'm a copy of, a Link or a whatever." And that's cool. Doesn't feel like an animal, no. Martin says, "Have you done the 10,000 putts?" So I'm on 9,000 9,045, 30, 9,035 is where I finished last. And then I was actually doing a few putts before I came to do this, and then I will go do more putts after this. So they're gonna get done today and tomorrow, and then I'm gonna like tape up my finger because so I've noticed like as it's gotten more humid here because I started this putting back in February. Um, as it's gotten more humid, when the putter kind of drags across my finger here, it's like it's really starting to hurt. Like I'm getting it's not a blister, but it's like just rubbing my finger raw. It really hurts. Um, and yeah, and I think also the putters that I'm using now are really beat up because I've done 9,000 putts. So there are all these like rough edges along the rim. And so every time one of those goes across my finger, it's much sharper than just the rim of your average putter. So that's been pretty uncomfortable. But yeah, they will be done very soon. What's the most putts that I've done in a day? Um, the most I don't know about in a day because there have been a few days where I did like a whole bunch multiple times, but there was one day last week I did 750 in a day. So I did two. I don't know the right terminology. Two sets of 375. So I did 375, which is like the number of putters I'm doing multiplied by the number of times I putt equals out to that much. And then after I finished that set, I took like a 10-20 minute break, like tried to do something to let my finger keep going, and then did another 375. So that was a lot in one go. Why not sand down the rims? Um, I mean, just for the sake of this test, I'm at this point, I'm so close to 10,000. I just want to be done. If I'm being completely honest, I kind of hate putting right now. It's been this like nagging thing for months. Like, hey, you need to go do a few hundred putts. Like, get out there, but it's raining, but it's whatever. So I don't love that I had this idea, but we're too close now. We can't give up now. We have to finish it and do 10,000 putts and see how it goes. Um, but yeah, whatever. We'll see. We'll see how it ends up. Have I altered my putting style? What is a putting style? I don't know. I have altered it almost almost too much, maybe. Like, today, for example, it's so windy. Some of the time, like I'm on my back porch. So some of the time it's a headwind, some of the time it's a tailwind. And so I have to alter it almost constantly. Like if I feel the tailwind, I need to putt high so it can drop in the basket. If I feel the headwind, I have to really focus on the nose angle or get it on some hyzer so it can kind of like fight through. If I feel the crosswind, I might adjust, my hyzer angle to account for that so it doesn't get lifted or pushed down. So, and then, like, is if it's super calm, I can really focus on like the technique and like my rhythm or whatever. But when it's windy, I'm just kind of reading the wind and going more off of instinct. So I'm constantly changing it. But I will say I'm getting like more comfortable with more styles. So I don't mind push putting. I don't mind even putting like nose down or spin putt or like an Anheuser putt. So I'm feeling like just more well rounded. But if you're trying to get me to like accidentally say something about whether I've gotten better or not, or by how much or not, I'll never tell. You're just going to have to guess in the giveaway. The giveaway links in the description, guys. sixsidediscs.com/10K putts. That's 10K putts. Get in the giveaway. Enter now. I'm going to put you on the spreadsheet. We're drawing 3 winners, not one. and you get a 3-disc mystery box of your choosing from our website shipped to you anywhere that the United States Postal Service will ship, which international, they'll use some partner. I don't know. I let the system figure it out. So if I can't ship to you for some reason, we'll figure it out. Maybe we'll send you something else cool. But anywho, um, that's my spiel on that. In Middle Tennessee, same thing starting to happen. The grippy discs, yeah, it's tough. Trim them up with nail clippers. Yeah, I need to clean them up a little bit. What putter am I using? So there's 5 putters that we started the process with. I still have all 5. I did not lose any. There's a classic moonshine EMAC Judge. I think it's classic moonshine soft, maybe even. It's kind of soft. There is an Electron Firm Pixel from Axiom. There's an Infinite Discs N Blend Alpaca, a Discraft Putter Blend Challenger OS, and a Gateway Eraser Wizard. So we're keeping stats on not just the overall percentage with all 5 of those, but their combined percentage. And then there will be giveaways. There will be giveaways to be had. So enjoy that. Yeah, we can ship to Denmark. That's no problem. No problem. All right. What do we got? We've been going about 40 minutes. Let's get through the rest of our discs real quick. Oh, look. Another Saint. They just like stuck them in random spots in the box. So I'm just finding them all over the place. Okay, and then we should probably save that for last. So put those over there. All right, we got some judges. You all know judges. What's not to like? Beautiful. Classic. Just classic blend. They feel nice. I kind of like the feel of the EMAC Judge. I really like how it feels in my hand. That's all I can say. Have I ever considered doing Flight Numbers Don't Matter video comparing discs at higher elevation versus sea level? I mean, that sounds super interesting. I guess I could go to sea level to test it. I actually went to almost sea level yesterday because we're trying to buy a van. We drove all the way to Washington, D.C. and back yesterday. I am so tired. But I think we would just, in terms of like the economics of making YouTube videos on the scale that we do with the number of views that we get, I would have to be like going to higher elevation for some reason already, or like maybe we're going to a tournament there or something like that, and just kind of package in the filming with that. But just going on a trip to do that wouldn't make sense economically, like from a business perspective, I guess. But it would be fun. I would love to do that. There was a lot of that going on to some extent around the time of 2021 Worlds. That was in Utah, and everybody was talking about elevation and how it was affecting the players' discs, how they were changing up their bags. So I'm sure there's a lot to learn about elevation. We got some active baseline Senseis. These are probably like the most popular disc in the active line. See, a lot of people like the Sensei. This plastic is super, super tacky. So sticky. A whole stack of those. Those are ones that we put in our beginner boxes as well. Great, like just inexpensive, beginner-friendly putter. And then this was my putter for a long time, the Logic. I'm still a huge fan of the Logic. I can't really tell you why I switched off putting them, but I still throw one. And it's like the straightest putter I've ever thrown. You put it on like just a little bit of hyzer, throw it hard, and it flips flat, and then it just goes dead straight down the fairway. And like even on a let's say a 280-foot long, slightly downhill hole, this will get you like just barely inside circle. And so if all you want is a putt and you just want to go straight, the Logic is sweet. These ones are kind of swirly too, these blue ones. Little swirls in them. Nice. Where do I put the discs? What do we got here? Oh, more Senseis. Blue Senseis. Those are nice. Let's see. Did you ever do a flight numbers don't matter for various levels of a disc beat in? So no, but we might have something. We have something like that in the works. Let me just put it that way. Um, I'm still trying to figure out how to like execute the idea, but I've been like churning over the idea for like months now. I'm just kind of waiting for like the right time and whatever to do it. So I probably need to get like a little bit ahead on our um what's the word? What do I call it? Our pipeline, our video pipeline. So if I get a couple videos done, I can work on the idea that I have and then we'll have something. But it might not be in the flight numbers don't matter series. Which we have other great stuff. A lot of people like the flight numbers videos. Hey, they're great. And I love that everybody loves them, but check out our other stuff. It's good too. Speaking of straight, I got the Watt because of your video. Yeah, the Watt's great. The Watt is awesome. I'm actually trying out a Watt right now. I got a glow one. Just wanted to check it out. Feels nice. Do you think you've adjusted well to this occupation over my previous corporate job dream for a lot of people? So I think there's a few things to. I only left my corporate job 2 years ago, I believe. I'm. It's kind of honestly the timeline's a little bit blurry. I started Six Sided Discs in 2020 along with my wife. And to go back further, um, I started at Apple for my corporate job in April of 2012. And about, let's see, 3 years later, my son was born. And right around the time he was born, I got promoted. Like I literally went home from the hospital to do an interview and get that promotion. And essentially, that promotion meant that my wife could stay home and I would work and I would make enough to support our family. And it was great. Continued to grow in that role and enjoyed it. I was a training instructor, so I actually did something pretty similar to this. I was live on camera all day presenting training stuff, it's not that I didn't like that, but they kept like changing that role and toward the end of my time there, it wasn't even it was I was like maybe half a trainer and half a bunch of other stuff that I never wanted to be. And so being part of like a big corporate machine like that, no disrespect to Apple specifically, because I did enjoy working for them. They're a good company. But when you're part of a huge machine like that, when changes happen, they just kind of like pull you in a direction and it's not really up to you. And it got really frustrating to feel like the stuff that I was really good at didn't matter because someone 5, 6, 7 levels higher than me decided that these people needed to go over here. And there wasn't any consideration for like, what are those people really good at? So I was just kind of done with that. So uh, fast forward to after starting Six Sided Discs, uh, I just want to be clear, like this would not be possible without my wife getting back into the workforce. While she was staying home and being a staying-at-home mom with our son, she got her master's degree and was always like looking for stuff to do. And so she has an MBA in finance. She has a really good job, and we kind of traded places a little bit. And like she's now the primary earner for our family, and I get to do what I love. And sometimes it makes some money that helps me do it without feeling bad about it. So I wouldn't say that like disc golf is the most lucrative business, but I genuinely get to do the stuff that I do with Six Sided Discs because I want to. It's fun to go out to tournaments and set up shop and talk to people about disc golf and share how much I love it. It's fun to make videos and learn about the discs. It's just a great excuse for me to nerd out about it because I'm really into it. So it's it wouldn't be possible without the whole team making it happen. And that's our family unit working toward a common goal. So thanks for asking. The manufacturer interviews are great too. Josh from AGL is hilarious. Yeah, I had a fun time talking to Josh. That was great. Trying to do more of those. Like I said earlier, if you weren't here, Protolight in a couple weeks. Excuse me. I talked to them. That might not be like a full-on interview video. I haven't decided like what direction I'm going to go with it yet. It may just be us exploring the discs and talking about what we learned from talking to them. So Not 100% sure yet. Our next to last disc is another DIY white disc from Castoplast. Great for dyeing. K1 Soft Reco. I don't know. I always get roasted in the comments for the Americanized Swedish pronunciations. Sorry to everyone in Sweden. Big fan of Sweden, though. Zlatan? Anyone? Zlatan? All right. Last disc I got from the unboxing here is the Ironstone. I don't know anything about the P3X. I'm not old school enough to have experimented with Discmania's old originals very much. But I hear a lot of people like the P3X. Definitely, it has like an AVR X3 kind of vibe, but like with a big old bead. So I can see how like some people might use it for a forehand, but I don't like the forehand grip. It feels like a backhand, like throwing putter to me. Part of their mystery box campaign last year, they must have had some leftovers. Color Glow C-Line P3X, bunch of colors too. Boom. Pink, purple. We got like sort of a traditional glow, kind of off-white, then like a day glow yellow. Might need to do a video on the P3X. I just don't know anything about it. I'm guessing it's like a 2302, 2402 kind of thing. Not that flight numbers matter or anything, you know. Pretty cool. This is probably a good opportunity for me to ask one more time any questions y'all want me to answer while I'm here. We'll be wrapping up in a couple minutes, and then if you haven't already, get in the giveaway. Do you want to win a free mystery box with 3 discs in it? You get to pick which one it is from our website. All you have to do is guess how's Greg gonna do in the 10,000 putts challenge endurance crazy thing that he decided he should do to celebrate getting 10,000 subscribers. Definitely get on board with that. 6sideddiscs.com/10k putts. 6sideddiscs.com/10k putts. That's where you'll find it. And I think that's pretty much it for today's unboxing. If you have any other questions, drop them in. I want to talk about those before I go, but get in the giveaway. Check out this week's video on our channel about the tech disc. Caleb and I are in the studio talking about it, checking it out. He's been using it for a few months to work on his form. Protolight coming up in a few weeks. 10,000 subscriber special next week. Get excited. Eric says, have you noticed an improvement in your arm strength from all the putting? I feel like, so like overall arm strength, no, because like I got dad muscles, okay? You know, my son's 8. I've been carrying him around for 8 years, so like those are built in. Is there a new muscle that I'm using with putting that I didn't expect to? Yes. It's like up here, like in the top of the shoulder, just like lifting that arm over and over and over and over and over. Like this muscle is apparently doing all that work. So when I did that one day of like 750 putts in a couple hours, I was feeling it right here. Big time. So yeah, a little bit. I thought you were trying to ask if I had improved my putting. You almost tricked me, almost, but not quite. Thanks for bringing us along. Always nice to have a chat. I hope you hope setting up at Idlewild pays off well. Setting up at Idlewild was super fun last year. I wouldn't say it was like the most we sold anything or whatever, but what I will say, it was great for marketing, great to like get to go out and meet people in person. And this year, I'm going to announce for the first time right now that the first 100 people who come up to see us at Idlewild are going to get a little gift from us as a way to say thank you for paying attention to what we're doing, following our stuff, watching our videos, whatever. So if you happen to be going to Idlewild, stop by and say hello, show us that you're subscribed to our channel, and we have a gift to give to you. I won't say what it is yet. I'll wait on that part. But stay tuned. Stay tuned. And let's see. Love to see Caleb throw a batch of MVP discs, same mold, each one 5 grams heavier. That sounds fun. I think I might have to like reach out to MVP and see if they can like be really specific to fill that order, because sometimes when you pick their weight ranges on their order forms are like 9 or 10 grams different. So I might have to ask them to like give me 5 gram increments. That's a good idea. I like that. We did do a weight video a while back, which is one of our most popular videos. So if you haven't seen that, go check that out. I think we actually recorded the like cold open little jokey bit piece of the beginning of that video at Idlewild last year. So check that out. Check it out. Major Tom, I stopped throwing anything over a 9-speed. Slow arm speed doesn't get them to go any further. Any videos on matching arm speed to disc speed? Tom, that sounds like something that we could do with the tech disc, maybe. Get some people to throw the tech disc, figure out what their speed and their spin are, and then figure out like what's the right disc based on that. You guys are giving me some good ideas. I like it. Bud says you enjoy watching all the videos. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that. We're having a great time. Hope you all are enjoying it. Thank you so much. Just thank you. I don't didn't have any expectations when we started this. I just told myself last year I want to make a video every week. And here we are, a little over a year later. So I guess we'll keep doing it. Might as well. Thanks everybody for hanging out here. We've been about an hour, and by my watch, I need to eat some lunch and then I gotta go putt. I'm not done yet. So 1,000-ish more putts, and one special for you next week. Thanks everybody for hanging out. Check out these discs. They'll be online sometime, probably early next week. We did also stock a couple discs from Castoplast, a couple discs from Lone Star. If you're into that stuff, the respective categories on the website will have it all. Beaver State Fling. Go watch the Beaver State Fling. Have a great time. Have a good weather for your disc golf this weekend, and we'll see you all next week. Bye now.